Let's do a camera comparison between the 4-year-old iPhone 11, the 3-year-old iPhone 12, and the latest iPhone 15. The iPhone 15 has much more to offer, but by exactly how much? Well, let's find out in this video. We'll start with some portrait shots. The model for this photo shoot was my brother, so shout out to him. Anyways, the first portrait shot is a full body capture, and right off the bat we can notice a lot of differences between these phones. The iPhone 15 has a warmer tone which will be evident in other photos too, while the iPhone 11 and 12 are gearing more towards a cooler tone, with the iPhone 11 being on the extreme end of it. Also, it's not as dramatic as it looks in the photos. It was a cloudy day, so the sun wasn't perfect for these shots. One thing I did notice is the fact that the black levels in the iPhone 11 shot are also more pronounced as compared to the other phones. If we talk about edge detection, the poorest of the bunch surprisingly is the iPhone 12. As you can notice, it has a hard time around the face, the shoulders, and the arms. The iPhone 11 does much better around the face, but not as well around the arms where it's blurred the edges of the arms. The iPhone 15 is the best of the bunch, but is still missing in some areas. The next shot is a slightly closer portrait shot. Both the 11 and 12 do suffer from edge detection, while the 15 is almost perfect. In the following portrait shots, each phone kept getting better at edge detection. My pick for portrait shots is the iPhone 15 with better edge detection and color accuracy. Although the 11 and 12 still take amazing shots even for phones 3 and 4 years old. Next up are some non-portrait shots. Once again, the iPhone 15 is slightly warmer compared to the other two. The dynamic range and colors are very accurate on all these phones. The iPhone 11 tends to favor slightly higher black levels, and that's something that I don't like too much. Overall, all phones still take really good shots. I am once again impressed by the iPhone 11 and 12. Just like portrait shots, I like the iPhone 15 shots more due to better color accuracy. Let's move on to some random daytime shots from the main sensor. From what I've noticed, the colors on the iPhone 11 are not as saturated as the 12 and 15. In this particular shot, the iPhone 12 just completely changed the white balance. It went to such a warm tone. The iPhone 15 is more true to life and the iPhone 11 follows next. In other shots, all phones here have good dynamic range and have good output. The iPhone 15 does have a bigger sensor, so its natural bokeh for close-up shots is much more pronounced than the other two phones. Now it's time to compare the ultra-wide shots from these phones. Overall, the sensor on all three phones is a 12 megapixel with minor changes to the aperture, so the shots do look very similar with good color accuracy and dynamic range. Once again, we follow the same pattern of the main sensor where the iPhone 15 has warmer tones as compared to the other two. Next up for comparison are selfies. This includes both portrait and non-portrait shots. As is the case, the iPhone 15 has more true-to-life colors and skin tones. The 12 is also good with skin tones, but the color of the denim jacket is not accurate. The 11 tends to brighten the image a little more than I prefer. In the portrait selfie, I love how the iPhone 15 has the gradual bokeh effect on the seatbelt as well. This is not the case on the iPhone 11 and 12. On the other hand, the iPhone 12 did amaze me with good edge detection for the sunglasses. The iPhone 15 is a little behind in this case, while the iPhone 11 is the worst of the bunch. Finally, let's take a look at the video from the rear main sensor. I am not doing ultra-wide since I almost rarely shoot videos with the ultra-wide camera. Anyways, the video quality is as expected, pretty great. The iPhone 15, just like in the photos, is producing warmer tones, but the overall color accuracy for all iPhones is pretty great. The iPhone 15 does have a leg up over the other two in terms of cinematic video and action mode. I still take some B-roll shots with the iPhone 12, so that should tell you how confident I am in these phones. The iPhone 15 has a bigger resolution sensor with more capabilities, but that doesn't mean the iPhone 11 and 12 are too far behind for random videos. The front camera is equally capable in all phones. The details are good with great dynamic range. The overall quality is very similar on all phones. That is to be expected since these phones have almost identical front cameras. The only exclusive feature the iPhone 15 has is the cinematic video with the front camera. After all these daytime shots and video comparison, it's time to look at a few nighttime shots as well. Since the iPhone 11 does not have night mode for the ultra-wide camera, so I only took one shot to compare these phones. In other shots, all phones do pretty well. The iPhone 15 shots do look better and detailed when compared to the other two. The iPhone 11 suffers from a lot of the light glare. For nighttime video, the iPhone 15 as expected does a better job due to a bigger sensor that lets more light in. The video quality of the 11 and 12 is very grainy, whereas the 15 is much better. And that's it for this comparison. Overall, the iPhone 11 and 12 are still very capable camera systems. The 15 being newer has an edge in many cases, but the 11 and 12 are still good for everyday use. In good lighting, all these phones produce excellent shots. In tougher scenarios, the iPhone 15 has the advantage with the 48 megapixel sensor. Let me know what you think about the cameras, hoping to make more videos like this, so subscribe and I'll catch you in the next one.